Old age doesn't inherently bring suffering, the years themselves are neutral. What truly causes pain in later life is the accumulation of neglected habits, unchecked attachments, poor choices, and the failure to cultivate inner strength when we still had time and energy. The ancient Stoics figures like Seneca, Epictetus, and Marcus Aurelius understood this deeply. They taught that true freedom and peace come not from avoiding decline, but from preparing the mind and character so that physical or external changes lose their power to torment us. By heeding certain principles now, we can transform old age from a period of regret and bitterness into one of quiet wisdom, dignity, and contentment. One of the most essential lessons is to maintain fierce independence and self-reliance throughout life. Dependence on others for emotional validation, financial security, or daily care often strips away dignity as we age. When we rely too heavily on family, children, or partners, relationships can sour under the weight of expectation, leading to resentment, manipulation, or abandonment. Seneca repeatedly warned against building life on fragile external supports, noting that luxury and over-reliance make any loss feel catastrophic. Instead, cultivate habits of autonomy early, build financial buffers, stay physically capable as long as possible through discipline, movement, and nutrition, and develop mental resilience so you remain the primary source of your own well-being. This self-sufficiency preserves your freedom and ensures that old age arrives as a season of reflection rather than helplessness. When you can stand alone comfortably, you interact with others from a place of genuine strength, not desperation. Closely related is the need to protect your own energy and avoid giving everything away prematurely. Many people pour their time, health, vitality, and resources into others' children, careers, relationships until they have nothing left for themselves. Then, in later years, when they most need rest and renewal, they find only exhaustion and emptiness. Stoicism emphasizes moderation and self-care as core virtues. Epictetus stressed that we must first govern ourselves before we can truly help others. Give generously, yes, but never to the point of self-erasure. Set boundaries, prioritize recovery, and remember that your life is not a resource to be depleted for approval or obligation. By preserving your inner reserves, you ensure that aging brings calm and perspective instead of burnout and regret. The Stoics remind us that true generosity flows from abundance, not depletion. Another vital principle is to release emotional burdens and stop carrying the past. A great deal of suffering in old age stems not from physical aches, but from accumulated resentment, guilt, grudges, and unresolved pain. People grow old bitter because they drag decades of judgments and hurts forward, replaying them endlessly. Marcus Aurelius practiced nightly reflection to examine his impressions and let go of what lay beyond his control. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. Practice forgiveness not for others' sake, but to free yourself. Accept what cannot be changed, learn the lesson, and release the emotional charge. Train this habit daily through journaling, meditation on impermanence, or simply choosing not to dwell. When the mind is unburdened, old age becomes lighter, clearer, and more open to present joys rather than shadowed by yesterday's storms. Finally, choose your company with extreme care and learn to thrive in comfortable solitude. Toxic, draining, or critical people can erode your peace far more than loneliness ever could. As we age, social circles often shrink naturally, but surrounding yourself with negativity accelerates suffering. At the same time, cultivate an inner sanctuary so that being alone feels enriching rather than terrifying. Marcus Aurelius described the mind as a peaceful retreat when properly disciplined. Nowhere can a person find a more peaceful and trouble-free retreat than in his own mind. Epictetus urged self-sufficiency, reminding us to be content with it ourselves first. Build this through reading, reflection, hobbies, and voluntary periods of solitude. When solitude becomes a friend rather than an enemy, old age offers space for contemplation, creativity, and profound inner freedom, far preferable to forced companionship that chips away at your serenity. These four principles: self-reliance, energy preservation, emotional release, and wise companionship are not about denying aging's realities. Stoicism never promises immortality or endless youth, it accepts decline as natural. But it insists that unnecessary mental and emotional torment is optional. Start applying these today, even in small ways. Reflect each evening, practice voluntary discomfort to build resilience, audit your relationships, and anchor your worth in virtue rather than externals. As Seneca observed, we suffer more in imagination than in reality. Train the mind now, and when old age comes, it will greet you not as a thief, but as a quiet companion on the path to wisdom. What small step will you take first to prepare? If you like this video, please like and subscribe to Stoic Thoughts with Love.